There we go. Alright, you should be able to hear me, and I should be live, and I should be good. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We will be playing through some Brave Exvius today. And we are waiting for, of course, the new Step Up banner to show up, which will be starting around midnight, because we want another Randi. Because one Randi sucks. One Randi really effing sucks. Anyway, tell you how I feel about it, let me tell you. But, well, as much fun as I had playing Final Fantasy IX, we're going to do a quick walkthrough because there is a new challenge here on the Japanese side, and I kind of screwed it up earlier. And this one is kind of a really difficult trial for new players because it is a total of 7 fights in a row. So if you're not having the greatest of friends list, this could be really, really difficult. I need to figure out who I'm going to take. Bastus was good earlier. Now you could definitely play this very, very slowly. I'm not going to though, because I'm going to show you how dangerous these fights really are. So there's a total of 7 fights in a row, so you kind of have to be careful about how you manage your MP. But the thing that I've found, if you bring a good debuffer along, this isn't particularly that scary. But the big thing is just kind of MP for 7 fights in a row is even a little bit difficult for developed parties, so you may want to bring a physical or magic tank to help soak up some of the damage. Seems to be that most of the enemies are more physical based, so yeah. By the way, how's the sound? Did I blow anyone's ears out? Also, as you go up, the fights become more difficult to blast down. So, for instance, here we're going to have to do just more damage this time. So as you can see, CG Hayu just isn't quite doing enough damage. So here we'll show you just how powerful he is once you boost, and keep in mind that my CG Hayu's is not built for defense, so yeah. Didn't debuff him for attack though. But you can kind of see how much damage he's doing, which really isn't that much. So if you debuff him for attack and magic, he pretty much can't do anything to you. Two fights down. Now the important thing too to remember, and I haven't talked about this yet, your trials. Basically, using 6 spells, super easy over 7 fights. Counts healing spells, so not difficult. Finishing the final enemy with magic is a little bit more difficult, but the really difficult one is not using any limit burst, because you might be tempted to use a limit burst and you really just can't. You just can't, you guys. If you want the 2 summon tickets, which we do. Thankfully, Arrow the Bat here is pretty weak. Although not that weak. But keeping buffs up on your party as well as debuffing the enemy, which, well, I didn't do this time, is super important for just staying strong. Oh yes, he does this. So if you can't kill the bat on the first turn, he will jump up into the air and try and slam you the next turn. Which can do some damage, but not the scariest. Okay, fine. It's going to be that kind of day. Well, then, if you're going to be like that, then you're getting debuffed. So you can really do nothing to us. See, debuffed, these enemies are not scary. So, more importantly than a tank in this trial is just bringing someone who can do debuffing. Oh yeah, I should update the stream. We are not... Whoops. Final Fantasy... Semicolon. Randi polls. Sure, that's good enough. I'm just going to update the stream information 700 times. Is this Gilger boss from Secret of Mana? Yes, they are. These are the Secret of Mana. This is the Secret of Mana difficulty trial, the challenge trial for our current raid. Which this isn't super difficult for long-term accounts. For newer accounts, yeah, probably still might be. Yeah, it's definitely, like, CG Hayu would have cut through this like butter if it was like the old one. This is definitely upgraded. Ignis has lots of MP. Let's just spend. Spend, spend, spend. We're gonna roast this bird. I mean, I'm not super worried, but we can even throw on Patroness Guard, just to make this even more pointless than it already is. Again, just keep your enemies debuffed and you'll be totally fine in these fights. Probably could have just debuffed him for Spirit and killed him, but we got it done. Really fighting the urge not to use a limit burst. Now, the other thing to remember is that this fight against the blob is super resistant to physical attack. So you're going to want to bring someone who can do some magic damage, which is good because you're going to have to be doing a spell anyway, but CG Sakura will get it done here. Oh, I forgot to buff. Whoops. I mean, remember what I said about him just not doing that much? Yeah, I forgot to buff CG Sakura. My bad. Order of operations. Okay, so the last two fights are the only ones that are really, really scary, and I use that term very loosely. So we're going to use Lid's debuffing skills, which makes this fight just a joke. Also, unlike last time, we'll play it a little safe, because I don't remember that I can do this in one turn. Even my CG Hayu can, with another super strong CG Hayu, cannot kill this guy one turn. You can even play super safe if you bring along a CG Sakura and cast Ailment Protection, although you really don't have to. So let's see how much 2 super strong CG Hayus do. Never mind. So in the last fight here, this is where you want to be extra careful that you are doing everything you need to. Thankfully, we have CG Hayu, so yeah. We're just not going to be nice to this dragon. Plus, we have Odin with Dragon Killer, so sorry, little guy, but you gotta die. And we'll throw on some extra resistance and protection, just in case. But him being completely debuffed, he wastes a turn casting Dispel or Reflect on him. We're not doing anything like that. That's the only thing you need to be super careful about in this fight, is the fact that he will put Reflect on himself, which makes doing the final damage mission a little bit trickier. Not super difficult, but trickier enough that it could be a problem for you. Have you met CG Hayu? He kind of wrecks shit. So you can take that fight as slow as you want. None of the fights are super scary. Really, it's just more the fact of, can you last for 7 fights? You even can use items, so really, in terms of the challenge level, it's not that challenging this time. But definitely for newer players who don't have as maybe solid of a setup, it could be a bit of a difficult fight to just rely on a friend unit to carry you all the way through, since so many of them just are stronger than that. I got some raid orbs. Let's use up some raid orbs and do some arena while we wait. Got 8 minutes. Meanwhile, Final Fantasy IX is still running in the background. Because yeah, Randi is essentially what we want, because Randi is a really interesting character. Like, this is a pretty okay build for him, but it's nothing super that special. But you can build him either incredibly strong with his own TMR weapon, or, I don't think this is a good example. No, this isn't a good example. We'll just show off what Randi can do, okay? So I'm not going to enhance, I'm not going to buff Randi at all. I'm just going to let Randi do the talking. So first of all, Randi just buffed our entire party for 100%. That was really nice of him. And we're just going to use his old ability. We're not even going to use any of the new ones. So take it away, Randi. There you go. So how much damage did Randi do? He did about 6 million points of damage by himself. Not buffing himself and not doing any damage to, or not needing any debuffing or buffing, he did that much damage. Now, let's compare it to another unit, say, I don't know, a CG Hayu. Keep in mind that that Randi was a 2100 attack Randi, which, pretty good, but not the super highest, so okay. Now let's take a look at my CG Hayu, 2376 and much higher attack. Again, really, really strong, but let's wait for the total damage counter. Sorry, it is getting late here. Oh wait, I forgot to look how much damage. Oh. If nobody posts it in chat, I'll just do it again. Doesn't matter. Sure, take another Randi. One more time. No buffing or debuffing. 6.4 million? So, thank you, Hikari. Thank you very much. So, Randi is very, very strong at lower attack values because some of his attacks have super high modifiers and are just a little bit more random. So as it turns out, some people have found out that equipping him with fixed dice from Setzer can actually be an amazing build. So yeah, Randi's kind of strong too. But he still gets beat by the fact that CG Hayu can triple cast. But Randi is no slouch for a unit that pretty much has been around about as long as I've been playing the game. These options are terrible for Arena. Still got about 4 minutes. 3 minutes and change, somewhere in there. But yeah, I've been playing around with some of the layout stuff. So now you can see that my layout just looks in general better. Not quite sure about the board for follows. Not quite sure how I feel about that yet, but... And that's why I like Runeera for... Kanzaki, haven't done the polls yet. We're still waiting for midnight. We still got some time. Gotta wait and find out. Although, FFBE people are gonna love my first emote whenever it finally gets done. I don't think it's up yet. Nope, not up yet. Some point Twitch will get around to doing it. We will find out soon. Oh my god, please let me get a Randi by step 3 so I can save some Lapis for next month. And of course, next week I will be doing the live stream of the Japanese live stream. So that should be interesting and see how that goes. Fuck, I love Runeera in Arena. I don't even need to use Rem. I just do it because I don't want to have the problem of anyone having wind resistance. But Runeera is so damn good in Arena. Like, some people on Global who badmouth her, you have no idea how good she is. No idea. True, there is 2 weeks in every Arena cycle where you can't use her, but fine. This is the unit that I have hated for the longest time in Arena. I hate Dark Veritas for his 4 times attack. Although I think he only did it 3 times that time. Meanwhile, Ash is having some fun. Okay, Ash, calm down. Revenge time! Easy. Waluigi. Anyway. Alright, so. Here we go. It's time. I have a really bad feeling about this. Yeah, I was kind of expecting this. That doesn't bode well. Well, it's a yellow at least. Prim at least. Please. Oh, that sucks so hard. Ugh. I really didn't want to have to go this far. Ugh. I just want to say before I crack this, if this isn't Randy, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad if this isn't Randy. I'm gonna be really mad. No, Irakai, I'm not excited. I'm nervous. This is potentially worse. This is potentially, like, really, really going to just crush my night. You realize I have to go to sleep after this, and I'm going to be really pissed if this is the only rainbow and it's not Randy. Because 5 times rates be damned. Okay, here we go. I never thought I'd say this, but please let it be Randy. We're good. We're pretty good. I don't have anything to toast this with. Thank you, Iron Hikari. Thank you very much. I don't have to go to sleep mad. I think it's important to say that I don't have to go to sleep mad. I'm not crazy that I had to go the full 5 steps, but it's done. It's over with. It's done. I don't have to care about Secret of Mana Banner ever again. At least till the next one comes out. I am super, holy cow, that's a lot of Popeyes. No, I need to just, I don't even care. I don't care that I only got 3. I am not pulling for a 4th. Ha! If you think that I'm going to pull for a 4th, you are sadly mistaken. Die, Randy number 2. I don't even give a crap about your TMR. The Mana Blade will never be useful to anyone except this guy. I also need to enhance his ability. Okay, guys, it felt good. I don't know about for anyone else, but for me, it felt good. I don't even know where Randy is. Where is that guy? Oh, we got some... I forgot. We get trust Moogles for doing this, too. Level... I mean, I'm still in the glow of it actually went well. I was really scared we were going to have another Arngrim on my hand, where it was just going to be like, okay, guys, so I'm shutting off the stream for the rest of the night. Like, the idea that the step-ups still give nothing kind of still irks me a bit. I don't need you. I really don't technically need all of you either. I do not need a Lena. I do need a Tella. All of these units I don't need. But yeah, I honestly, if I did not get Randy from spending 11k Lapiz, I would have taken a break from this game for a while. At least for pulling. So why keep all the Moogle crystals? Okay, that's a good question, Erikai. So you may be wondering, why am I keeping all of these? Well, for the most part, most of them I haven't gotten yet. Okay, Lightnings is a bad example. But like... Hold on, I'm going to find a good one here. Okay, like Gilgamesh's. Good, very valuable TMR still. Save the Queen. Unbelievably amazing, valuable weapon. Ring of the Lucii, do I even need to explain? Precious Hairpin. I guess it's a hairpin. But most of these TMRs are super valuable still. But when 7 stars came out, I didn't realize that I should be trust mastering the other one first and leaving the trust Moogle full. So why, you may be wondering then, why am I keeping the full ones? Like this one of Aiko's or this one of CG Hayu. Why keep all of these? Well, mainly because in the future, the Brave Exvius guys have talked about a mixer system where you get some kind of reward for having trust mastered units. Now, the chances of this happening are pretty much 0, but if it does happen, I would like to keep as many as possible. And yes, before anyone asks, it does eat up a ton of space, but so are all the duplicates I'm keeping so I can get trust masteries. So yeah, it eats up just a ton of goddamn space. 28% trust Moogle. Plus, with the other Randi, I'm not keeping him. I don't need a dual, I don't need 2 Randis at all. And I'm done pulling on the Secret of Mana banner. I'm not doing dailies. I'm not doing any of that shit. So what I can do right now, as a matter of fact, to free up some space, die, 3rd Randi, die. Wait, where are you? No, really, there you are. I guess I can't fuse that in. That sucks. Yeah, I know. I know, game. Gives an extra 5% towards that, 50% to that, but more importantly gives me a 50% all trust Moogle. So that frees up some space. Meanwhile, I don't need 70 Pwapwas. So I can fuse all of them together, free up some space. Like, most of these units aren't super valuable, and tons of the units I am keeping are all trust mastered units, but if the mixer system does come true, then I need to keep, this is just easier for right now, I need to keep basically that space open. Oh, I wish I had the spot for you. I would put you directly into Gladio. Alright, so let's just go and... So, 2 ways to level up. First of all, is just using Cactars, which is a good, reliable way, but there is a second way to level, which I don't think I've ever covered before, so here we go. And that's just to basically... Oh, sorry, Flamey. I know you're almost level 115, but Randi needs it more. Basically throw on as much EXP items as you can onto your unit. And unfortunately, I don't have the most amount of stuff because I haven't finished 9's TMR yet. But it's okay. This is a fairly decent way to get some extra EXP, since there is no fusion rate currently on the Japanese side. Don't bring a friend unit, don't bother. But we can kind of show off Randi a little bit here. So he has all of these new chaining abilities, which are super, super cool, but we need an AoE attack. And that's kind of a little too close for comfort. I might want to throw on some material. Well, no, he's okay. Oh, but he has that stupid high variance weapon. Yeah, the growth egg is really valuable for this. I just realized what I had equipped to Randi. Okay, so first of all, check out the EXP he gets. Fair amount. Would be more if I had 9's TMR too, but I don't, so sucks. So I want to show off the weapon that I have equipped to Randi because it didn't occur to me at the time that I went into battle that I had this weapon equipped, but on the Japanese side we kind of got a joke weapon, which is this 180 attack sword. Sounds really nice, right? Well, it actually has a damage variance on it of about like 0 to 1.8. So yeah, this sword is garbage. So we'll just throw on that, as well as some. So I have 50 of them. Neither of those. But yeah, the amount of attacks that Randi gets in his new 7-star is just pretty darn massive. There we go. 931 is more than competent with a better weapon. Yes, it is a 30 EXP, or 30 energy EXP chamber. It is well, it's fairly new to the Japanese side. It is, if you have farm, and for anyone who's playing on the global side and wondering about the future, this is a really good way to level a single unit fast. But you have to start farming basically a couple of 9's TMRs as well as any EXP up items that you can get your hands on. It eats so much energy so quickly, and it's not the fastest way. And you do not bring friend units at all, because they just eat up EXP. Pretty sure, anyway. I don't know. It seems like I get lower amounts. But it doesn't matter. Randi's fairly strong. Now, the other interesting thing is that Randi in his 7-star kit also has an ability that just can buff the party right at the start of battle. Like right there. There's a percentage that it will actually happen. There's also a percentage chance that it won't, it just happens. But it's kind of a neat little just thing where he can just like boost the whole party for 100% attack without even really doing anything. Fine to me. Now that I've seen friend unit, shouldn't take EXO. Really? I thought they did. I don't know. I have not looked into that really. I thought they did. I would like to get Randi at least to level 110. Randi just gets a massive amount of abilities that are all incredibly interesting. But he's just an generally interesting party member, and for 10-man trials, he kind of solves that spot of Who do I bring as a second damage dealer? Because Randi can chain with Holy Explosion, he can chain with Eileen's Pile Driver, he can chain with CG Hayu, he can chain with pretty much anyone. Really? I'm just short of it? How many stamina potions do I have? Yeah, I think we can spend 3. I think that's a good investment. And Randi has 2 options in the way that you can build him. First of all, you can end up either... I don't want a friend unit, just in case. Randi has 2 ways. You either choose his Mana Blade, which is a perfectly good weapon to boost his attack power by a massive amount, or you choose the other way, which is Fixed Dice, which just helps him immensely. So, again. Plus, I want to give a special shout out to Randi's sprite, which just really this green, like, nature vibe around him, that just looks really, really cool. It's better than, like, other units who just get kind of a glow. That looks really, really cool and really, really pretty. So, Randi's sprite is just a really nice mix of the red, blue, and green. I have to admit, his 7-star sprite, very nicely designed. Don't know who did it, but someone at Alum deserves a cookie. It's a lot of stuff. And so I'm pretty sure that most people have talked about it, but since I'm on stream and I have a little bit more time before I'm going to go pass out and fall asleep, probably watching a movie as I fall asleep tonight. Not sure which one. Last night I fell asleep to Prometheus. Let me tell you, if you want a movie that will kind of put you to sleep, Prometheus is it. Or at least it works for me. Alright, we're not going to need any help on this. So what's cool about Randi in his 7-star is just that he gets all of these cool new abilities that can give him pretty much any element in the game, and all of his cooldowns are fairly close to just being consistently used. So let's say I want the fire element. Well, I just pick the fire attack. Holy Explosion chaining. Beautiful. Gives himself an element and does Holy Explosion chaining. Just fantastic. Or let's say I wanted the water element because I have Tidus in the party. Gives himself the water element and chains with Tidus. Beautiful. As it so happens, Tidus likes the water element. Or, now the elements are specific to like very, very specific like types of chaining, but it is nice that whoever planned this out gave the water ability quick hit as well as the fire ability, which means that he can chain with CG Reagan very easily. And to show off just a better version of Randi, this version of Randi, which is a full level 120, has his full maxed out ability, which is that he can double cast any of these. That's pretty cool. But the last abilities that I really want to show off are his Earth and his Wind ability. First of all, because they chain with another incredibly powerful person, which is CG Hayu. Because they are the multi-hit, then finish with an AoE attack. That 100% buff is just really nice too. And giving himself elements is basically one of the weakest parts of units like CG Hayu, is that the true dual hand weapons for the most part don't have an element to them. So Randy being able to give himself elements is super, super strong in terms of his chaining capabilities, because it's very easy to find a fire katana for anyone who can do holy explosion chaining. Now, the only thing about Randy, though... Oh god, no. The ultimate, not even close. This guy is still the king of physical damage dealers because of one specific reason. CG Hayu can triple cast his abilities. Enough said. And CG Hayu's limit burst is just the most broken damn thing in the game. Give him the thunder element, and this guy using phantom swords into his limit burst is just more damage than any trial can really handle, especially if it's at level 30. So no, CG Hayu wins on one particular round, triple casting. If it wasn't for that, then yeah, Randy might be the strongest unit in the game. Potentially, because so many elements, he has just so much in terms of element coverage. He's completely status immune, which is more than any physical damage dealer has right now. Full status immunity? I don't think Alum quite thought that through. But hey, good for us. The problem, though, with this guy in particular that I think, though, is that you do kind of need to enhance him straight out of the gate. You need to make sure that you upgrade him to get full status immunity. It's really important. You want to make sure that he's getting a bigger attack boost for having a sword equipped. And you want to make sure that this ability gets upgraded, because this ability is just stupidly broken. So, I'm even going to do it right now. Yep, whatever, take the money, I don't care. Because his enhancements are fairly cheap, but... And I do want to bring this up really quickly. Come on, computer. You can do it. Maybe. The last thing was really his Whirlwind Slash, which... or triple slash, which 400% single target attack with a 3-turn 50% debuff is really, really strong. Like, some of Randy's abilities are just kind of unbelievably strong, especially when you equip the fixed dice, which is one of the things I'm currently working on in terms of getting for a TMR, because I'm right around the corner from it. Where is it? Here it is. Like, literally just maybe a few days away from getting Setzer's fixed dice, which will give me that. And I will be making a video about the fixed dice, because fixed dice on Randy turns out to be incredibly strong. 2 Randys with fixed dice on, I believe it is Omega. Give him the lightning element, he can just kill Omega easily. That's quite a testament to how strong Randy is. Okay. So I think that's about it for the stream tonight. We played some Final Fantasy VII, and it was kind of boring. Then we played some Final Fantasy IX, and it was a little bit exciting. And then we played the ever so much fun of a step-up banner, where we had to go to the end, but we got 2 Randys, so that was pretty good. Oh, Aaron Hikari, of course. All you have to do is ask, and never be afraid to ask. We have them now on global side. I want to hear your opinion. Sure. For all you global people, I know that you guys have finally got the new Final Fantasy 15 banner, and first let me just change back so people aren't mad that my friend unit isn't my stronger friend unit. So I can actually show them off because somewhere in here, there they are. I have both an Aranea as well as a Prompto. So I'm going to talk about them a little bit in the sense of what they're like currently and what they're like in the 7-star meta. Because if we're going to talk about these units, well, I mean, you guys will get the 7-star meta eventually, and you probably want to know how decent these units are. Well, first of all, let's go with Prompto, because Prompto is one of the ones that I'm a little iffy on. Let me just find their pages really quickly. Did I spell Prompto wrong? Oh my god, I spelled Prompto wrong. Because first of all, when Aranea and Prompto banner came out, I tried for Aranea because I'm kind of a bit of a crush on Aranea, the strong female Dragoon. Those legs, guys, those legs. Oh my god. Anyway, let's not get too creepy about an animated character. Anyway. First of all, Prompto. Prompto has an incredibly valuable TMR with 30% HP and a self-limit burst fill rate of 200% every time you start a battle or get revived. 200% is the best you can do for limit burst fill rate, and it's really important for, I don't know, CG Fina. Someone has to fill that space. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. But basically, Prompto's regular TMR, 30% HP is great. That big of a limit burst fill rate pretty much constantly if the unit is dying and has a valuable limit burst. I mean, Prompto's TMR is pretty nuts. But of course, you never chase a 5-star for a TMR. You just never do it, especially when they're in the permanent pool, which Prompto and Aranea will not be leaving the summon pool once their event is over, unlike Randi. Fuck you, Randi. You made me spend 1,100 Lapiz. Okay, that's out of my system now. Now, looking forward to his future, he does have a gun, which is 161 attack, 66 spirit, and wield 2 weapons naturally for a super trust mastery, but again, that's amazing whale territory. Still, someday you might get it, and that's pretty much the best gun in the game because it has frickin' dual wield. As of Prompto's stats, it is a much lower attack, meaning that it's really hard to recommend this guy in terms of being a damage dealer, which a lot of his abilities essentially are. Also, his limit burst, while it is an AoE 15 hit attack, maxed out at 680% or 800%, doing some status effects. I mean, it's pretty easy to get at 20 limit burst crystals, but you just can't use status effects on bosses or trials 99% of the time. So it's not really worth it. Continuing on down the list of abilities he has, I mean, he has a chance to stop, which is great for Arena. He has some natural dodge in his kit, which makes him a more survivable unit. He has counter abilities, he has AoE multi-hit attacks, and in his 6-star, I believe he can also just... yeah, he can dual cast his abilities, right? That was the big thing about him when he came out. Honestly, Prompto's pretty much a easy pass because he never becomes really that strong of a unit to really be like, yeah, you need him. He has some good, decent abilities, and that's kind of the way he is. He's a decent unit. Now, in the future, when he does get his 7-star, he gets some extra stuff, some chances to counter both physical and magic with some new attacks, extra 50% when dual wielding, 100% extra when he is equipped just one hand, so he could be built for a true dual hand, which would be great, but in his kit in a 7-star, he finally gets the ability he should have had at the beginning, which is he wields either 2 daggers or 2 guns. It just comes far too late in his kit to be super useful. Other than that, he just becomes a really, really unit that relies totally on just doing random stuff. So into the future, his 7s, again, he's a decent unit, and he's even a decent 7-star, but he's outclassed in terms of damage, and status effects aren't that great outside of Arena. So no, Prompto is not worth going for. Now, with that being said, let's talk about my girl Aranea. First of all, her Trust Mastery. If there is pretty much any Dragoon in the future that is super, or that is true dual hand, this spear is probably going to be the best you're ever going to get. 140 attack, but more importantly, increases jump damage and has damage variance of 1 to 1.6 times with an extra 50% accuracy. Beautiful spear. I love this spear. For true dual hand Dragoons, which could be a thing in the future if CG Wind Veritas turns out to be a true dual hand Dragoon. Oh my god, it's just beautiful. I freaking love this. I freaking love this. The extra jump damage is awesome because, as it turns out, time jumps are kind of incredibly stupidly strong, and if you have 2 Celsius, then you can use the delay attack with her regular jumps and just do a shitload of damage. I'm tired, so I'm not going to mince words. Now, her Super Trust Mastery, on the other hand, which I can't show off because I just don't have it, damn it. I don't have her 7-star, but her Super Trust Mastery is kind of interesting. 25% accuracy, 100% equipped attack when 2-handing. So, pretty much true dual hand, but an extra 30% when equipped with a spear. Oh my god, this is the other piece for a potential future Dragoon god or goddess. I mean, 130% attack is huge on one materia. In the ultimate, 2 Robertas in global will work fine for chaining then. Not super familiar with Roberta, but from what I remember, she does have some chaining abilities. It depends what happens with Roberta. Really, if Roberta becomes a true dual hand in her 7-star kit, then yes, Aranea's TMR is super valuable. If it's better to keep Roberta as a dual wield unit, then no, Aranea's is not good. As a matter of fact, there are other things in the future. Basically, Helmetless Cane as well as the 12-man spear trial would be much better for Rhaenyra's if you're looking at jumps. But jumps, you have to remember, are always about chain finishing, and especially time jumps, because time jumps are incredibly strong. Duke being able to do with his time jump, dual wielding about 220 million points of damage when properly chained. Which, by the way, I suck at properly chaining, so that's why you haven't seen that good of a video from me about it. Aranea maybe is the... Oh, sorry, I misread it. Aranea is the finisher for 2 Robertas. Aranea is essentially a chain finisher for anyone who chains. Like, you would just chain with Holy Explosion chaining, you would chain with 2 Rhaenyras, anything, basically, and just use Aranea to finish. Aranea is definitely a chain finisher for sure. Now, the other thing that's really nice, Aranea does have a higher attack than Prompto, a higher base attack, as well as more attack pots, so you can compound it, but it does fall a little bit short. Now, in the 7-star, Cloud has a base attack of 204 and can use 65 attack pots in his 7-star. It's basically the highest attack unit currently. At least for maybe another month. Maybe. CG Hayu has 203, so Aranea's 201 is just slightly lower, and that will limit her a bit. It'll definitely limit her in the long run. Now, other than that, her limit burst, 600%, maxed out at a 6-star, single target, one hit, 600% physical attack, ignoring 50% defense. 1200% okay. In the future, though, at a 7-star, 1200%, ignoring 50%. So 2400, that's considerably stronger. And if you have a whole bunch of the limit burst upper, her limit burst is pretty damn good. It's actually pretty damn good. In her kit, though, she definitely is not a chainer. Interestingly, she does have a 200% single target physical attack that removes single target stat buff removal. So she can remove enemies' stat buffs, but not debuffs. That's one of the more valuable abilities that CG Lid has right now on the Japanese side, is the fact that Lid can do breaks and then only remove an enemy's buffs. So that's potentially a really strong ability, and it's super cheap for Aranea. Other than that, she has defense. She has the chance to dodge magic attacks, which is pretty nice. 5% MP recovery per turn, 75% extra damage versus demons, machines, and the undead. I guess she never fought dragons in the game, so that kind of makes sense. But 75% natural killers is huge. When you start stacking killers and start stacking jump damage, you will be impressed how much more damage you can get out of a single unit. So natural killers could make up for the fact that she just has a lower base attack. Because when you're stacking killers on the right enemy, that enemy is in deep shit. She also naturally increases her jump damage by 100 extra point, or 100%. Basically, equipping her TMR, that's 200% extra jump damage, and they are putting a cap on jump damage because they are kind of scared of jump damage. So Aranea's natural 6-star kit, it has a lot of jump damage with her TMR. She gets 100% extra attack just from two-handing a weapon, so true dual hand bonus. Beautiful. 50% chance to counter, spear mastery for regular attack bonus. She has a jump that actually heals herself for HP and MP, 150 MP too, pretty nice. 30% extra HP, fills a jump that fills her limit burst, and as we've covered, her limit burst is actually very strong because of the 50% defense ignore into the future in a 7-star. She also has a delay jump where she can basically hit for 100% AoE attack, then do a jump. So that's kind of cool. But really, I'm not going to mince words with all of you watching. Dragoons are actually really shit right now on the global side. If you want the honest truth from me, Dragoons are bad. They are still kind of bad, because even with the Celsius trick, honestly, chaining into them is not super great. At least not yet. But in the future, when the 7-star comes around, that's going to be a little bit different. So first of all, for equipping her own TMR, which we've already established is an amazing spear, she not only gets 40% regular extra attack, she also gets an extra 50% to her true dual hand. So she can hit that both 300% caps pretty easy. She does get a time jump of 470%, which is a very, very strong. Time jumps are incredibly strong. Her cooldown ability, available turn 1 on a 4-turn cooldown, is a self 4-turn plus 200% attack and fills her limit burst for 15 crystals. Half of her limit burst and a 200% attack boost for 4 turns. 200% is nothing to sneeze at when you've got a true dual hand unit. Really isn't. Other than that, this is her big one though. A 2-turn jump that is timed. 750% single target one hit physical attack. It is a massive amount of damage to hit in one hit, especially when you have the extra jump damage, the extra true dual hand, and the killers. Plus, if you have a summon with extra killers on it, then you're going to be just multiplying that damage immensely. And the last thing she gets in her 7 stars, 20% defense, 20% HP and MP, and increases jump damage 50%. Extra jump damage, I mean, she basically has, with her TMR, 250% extra jump damage, and they put a cap on it at essentially 300% for good reason. 7 stars or Dragoons are just not good in the 6 star. They're just not. Even when Helmetless Kane comes along to the global side, which he will, he is not going to be good, you guys. He's just not going to be good. However, the 7 stars that are around the corner change Dragoons immensely. They really do. They change the way Dragoons are. Time jumps are the thing that makes Dragoons perfectly reasonable. Absolutely perfectly reasonable. And so, when it comes to them, I will show off her Limit Burst too. Check out how cool that animation looks. It's just really cool. I'm really annoyed I never got a second of her. So honestly, about the Final Fantasy 15 banner. First of all, it's a frickin' raid. You don't need to pull. You can do the raid and not need to pull at all. So honestly, resource-wise, don't do it. Just don't, you guys. Because I know it looks bleak on the global side with the cash banner, which, hey, I'll mention it too. The cash banner is just fucking stupid. It's stupid on Alum's part, or I mean on Gummy's part, and it's stupid also the overreaction that kind of some of the global people have had, where some people are just freaking out about it, and it's like, it's okay guys, you don't need to use it. It can just sit there, and if you don't buy it, and it's there, then Gummy will get the message that they fucked up. Which, don't get me wrong, they fucked up. They did. But in terms of the future, you guys are going to get more guaranteed things, more compensation, more of that. And when you do pull on a much more needed banner, chances are you're going to end up eventually with an Aranea or a Prompto. And they're not bad units. They have great TMRs, either for themselves or potentially other units in the future. And they have some absolutely gorgeous designs, some total abilities that can be valuable in either arena or in terms of jump damage. And getting 2 of them, well, let's face it. If you were wondering which one you would want more, Aranea. Okay? Look, Aranea. She's the better one. Yeah, Erica, there was a bit of an overreaction. And I don't care if people don't like that opinion, but there was an overreaction. It was an optional thing. Gummy didn't make you pull on that banner. But it was fucking stupid. Well, I think it was too much money. It's way more expensive than anything we got on the Japanese side, I think, ever. Like, most of our guaranteeds have all been 5,000 Lapiz, which no matter how you buy Lapiz on the Japanese side, not even close. But here's the story. And this is the story I always this is always the first fucking rule of Brave Exvius. So all of you watching, and anyone watching this on YouTube eventually, here's the fucking rule. You do not chase a 5-star ever. Unless you want to spend $1,000 on a unit in a game that may not last forever, don't fucking chase a 5-star unit. I can't say this enough when people are like, should I pull? Go ahead, throw 5 or 10 tickets, try and save for the future, But the simple fact is that when you do this kind of thing, you get what happened with me and Noctis. So I'm going to share a bit of a story. And I'm just going to post this in chat because I have this emote. So, la 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 la, day story time. So, a long, long time ago, incidentally both on the global side and the Japanese side, came a unit called Noctis. And when Noctis came out, he was kind of a big deal because he could do damage reduction and damage and fuck up everyone in Arena. So Noctis was kind of a big deal, and I kind of lost my shit a little. And I was like, no, I'm gonna get it. And after about 25k pulls, I finally got him. And I looked at how much money I spent, and remember, this was back at the time, I'm pretty sure, when the EX point system didn't exist. I still fucking hate Noctis, especially because I ended up getting another 2 of him over the course of pulling on other banners. Eventually you do get off-banner rainbows, and you're like, oh, I got an Aranea or a Prompto. I pulled really hard back then for him. Shit. And that can be just a reaction. Of course, now it's different because on the global side, you guys know that a duplicate has immense value when 7 stars come along. But it still doesn't change the fact that you don't ever chase 5-star. You don't. Because yes, sometimes you get really lucky. Sometimes you get it on a random ticket pull. And in the first 5 tickets that you spend. That's great. But that's not the rule, that's the exception. It doesn't happen that often, and it will never happen that often, so long as the percentage rate is the same. Congratulations on your luck, but don't count on it, because this is not a game that rewards massive just going after a single unit. And eventually, if they're still in the pool, the summon pool forever, you're eventually going to get one. It's more a matter of time. And even if, Hikari, this is my final advice, and to every one of you out there that sees one of these constantly in the pool units and goes, I'm going to wail for it. Eventually, unit of choice tickets will be a thing. So yeah. Sorry, I lag and disconnect. They advertised on their Facebook page, and people had expectations. The overactions came from the disappointment when the banner was revealed. That's fine, but it's still an optional thing. So, honestly, you can just not pay for it. Gummy will get the message. If nobody buys it, it wasn't a good promotion. They'll reevaluate. They want to make money. Honestly, they should have just done it at like $30 and made a fortune, but whatever. First time, I guess, for them. There's always whale friends. Exactly. That's the other thing. But, like, I understand the Hikari, the idea of, I like this unit, I want to get this unit. Like, that was me with... Nope, there he is. That was me with this guy. I mean, he's a fucking cute dragon. I love dragons. But I was prepared to just go, yeah, I'm going to go for him. And I'm going to spend the 11k Lapiz. And I'm probably going to be salty afterwards, but there you go. I'm still salty about the Arngrim, but I can keep going. I just like showing off this guy's animation. This is the cutest unit in Brave Exvius, and if you think otherwise, no, it's Flamey. Flamey is the cutest unit ever. So yeah, when it comes to the Aranea, this is my feelings on it. Just set a limit. If it's one of your favorite units of all time, then you should spend at least a few tickets on it and just try. But have a hard limit. Go 10 tickets. That's it. Because chances are in the future you'll eventually pull one. Probably when you don't want to. You know, the CG Fina banner comes along, or the CG Lid, or the CG anyone banner comes along, and you're like, well, except CG Jake. That one's for you, Evil. But eventually a unit you do want really badly and need for your party really badly will come along, and you'll be pulling, and that rainbow will drop, and then out from it will probably prop a Prompto or an Aranea, and you'll go, huh, fuck. Because that's always the way it goes, of just being like, oh shit. It's okay, Erikai. We can make those jokes here. We can make those jokes here. So yeah, I think that's about it, unless anyone has any other questions in chat. If you have a question to ask, go ahead. I'm here for at least a few more minutes. I mean, it is Friday night. I mean, Astro, you know when you're gonna get your Warrior of Light is after you get like a Bosch or something like that. Then you're gonna land on it. Then you're gonna land on Warrior of Light, and you're gonna think back to this moment when we were talking, and you're gonna go, fuck. Like that's the feeling of Brave Exvius. It's a slot machine, and yeah. Probably should save for Siegefina then. I lack healers. Tillith will be outdated. Oh, yes. Iron Hikari. Actually, advice on the healer thing. Ayaka, kind of starting to become outdated on the Japanese side. And she's already gotten her enhancements and her 7-star, so she's kind of screwed at this point. This is my opinion of the best healer in the game currently. Santa Rosa, just the best healer. And she's probably at least got another 3 months before Aerith comes along and ruins fucking everything. But, yeah, for now. Do you think it's worth chasing CG Lid when I have 2 Lauren? No. No. Lauren's 7-star basically makes up for the CG Lid thing. You don't need CG Lid. I got CG Lid because I had Unit of Choice tickets and was like, fuck it. But Lauren's breaks in her 7-star are almost on par with CG Lid, so no. And hopefully you'll get, by the time Santa Rosa comes along, hopefully you will get a guaranteed banner like we had. No guarantees, but hopefully. Shoepot, thank you very, very much. Check it out. I even got it on screen. Wait, why is the name not showing up? Fuck. God damn it. Streamlabs, we're going to have a conversation about this later. I think I can redo that too. How do I redo the thing? I'm super tired, you guys. The emote is being... Shoepot, the emote is currently being reviewed by Twitch. It will be up soon. Don't worry, it'll be up soon as Twitch gets over their review process. Anyway, thank you very much for subbing, Shoepot. You've always been awesome. Oh, I lag and disconnect. Don't worry, they will make a new version of Santa Rosalia. Don't worry, they want money. They weren't used against you, they were used for you. Anyway, I wailed really hard on Cloud Banner and got several banner rainbows and 4 clouds. So I'm set for a while. Hayu will probably be... Yeah, Hayu... Hey guys, on the global side, have you heard about CG Hayu? He's the most fucking broken damage dealer the game has ever had and ever probably will have for at least another 3 months until Alum fucks up again. Maybe you just aim for CG Hayu. Really. Like, just aim for CG Hayu. I'm super tired and just CG Hayu, CG Hayu, CG Hayu. He is our Lord and Savior. Yeah, the music is very nice. I don't know, I'm just gonna kick Streamlabs, which isn't great. But yes, like, in terms of the future, there are currently, like, let's just scroll down here. Still aim for CG Hayu if I don't have any true dual hand TMR. I mean, kind of, yeah, because there will be other options for true dual hand in the future, and you don't need necessarily true dual hand to make a really good CG Hayu. You can use regular dual hand and any one-handed weapon and just not equip 2 weapons, and you're good. And eventually you'll get a cloud. Like, unit of choice tickets are a thing. Like, look, you guys, if we scroll way up, not that far up, it was after Nyx. Yeah, Shoepot, it was the late night. Look, I even got my first cloud finally. Eventually you will get one. Matter of fact, let's just take a peek. I'm up late, Shoepot, because the Randi step-up banner, which I needed one. Yeah, do it, do it. I've waited forever to have you on my frickin' account. Yeah, smash it. Yeah, okay, that was worth it. But a lot of units in the future, because Global is a different game, it's kind of difficult to say. Gladio, not a great 6-star. Gladio 7-star is fucking amazing. Duke 6-star, okay. Duke 7-star, amazing. Yes, it takes 10 unit of choice tickets, but chances are Gummy will fuck up and compensate you the same way that we did. When the UOC ticket system came to Japan, we even got a full set of UOC so everybody could try it and get hooked on it. No, Cloud is TM fodder. But more importantly, Cloud is the only one of the easiest units to get up to the 2,650 attack parameter mission. But currently right now on the Japanese side, there are a massive amount of units. There are over 1,150 units. Yes, Mercenary Ramza is an absolutely amazing 7-star tank. Yeah, look at the unit that's supposed to be right in these 3 spots. Fuck you, Arngrim. Fuck you. Tonight's stream is rated. Delete a 7-star is the only exception to the rule that there is no bad 7-stars. Oh my god. Yeah. There's almost no bad 7-stars, but Delita is definitely like, okay, right now, before I go, I've said this 3 times now, the top 5 units that you should aim for on the global side. Given everything that I know about the current meta on the Japanese side, who are the top in, well, okay, top 6 units? Who are the top 6 units that you should probably go for, assuming that global stays similar? First of all, when it comes to magic tanks, here's the only one that really matters. Awakened Rain. Awakened Rain's 7-star is stupidly amazing. Yeah, even 7-star Jake has some good things about him. You heard me say it. But when it comes to magic tanks, Awakened Rain. He has stop resistance. He has an amazingly high spirit. He is fire and earth immune no matter pretty much what you equip him with. This guy is just the best magic tank, and he can do chaining damage too. Plus, he can give full status and stop immunity to the party. This is number one. Number two, no question about it. We all know him. We all love him. CG Hayu. CG Hayu is just the best damage dealer that has come into the game and kind of just broke the game in half. He is stupidly, amazingly powerful. His limit burst is the most broken limit burst in the game. I don't know how Alum's going to do better than that, but I look forward to seeing what comes broken next. Number 3. Santa Rosa, the best healer. With so many units in the 7-star meta starting to become stop immune, Ayaka has fallen out of place, and auto revive can be dispelled. This girl can remove charm and debuffs. This is the best. No, Awakened Rain is better. I love the dog, but no. And I have to wait to see the dog 7-star. I also know better than to say anything too bad about the dog. Next, not anywhere in here, you will get Santa Rosa. Just listen, guys. Gummy wants money. Gummy wants your money, so they will make a better version of her and call her Super Santa Rosalia. They will just put an S above it, which means fuck you guys. You got to try for her again. Don't worry, they'll do it. Or they'll just change her sprite and she'll have a green coat with red highlights. They'll find a way to do it. Next unit. CG units are kind of valuable. So our 4th unit is CG Nickel. If you think that... Okay, first of all, Ignis is a good option once the 7-star meta comes along. CG Nickel, CG Nickel, CG Nickel, CG fucking Nickel, CG Nickel, CG fucking Nickel. Okay, we're done. Moving on. And next up, the best debuffer in the game. CG Lid, unbelievably amazing. Just unbelievably fucking amazing. I mean, there could be. Global likes to overreact. But so does the Japanese side, so I shouldn't talk too loudly. What was I saying? Oh yes, CG Lid. I mean, forget the fact that the limit burst animation is just super awesome, and it's not playing super good tonight. The fact that she has a 79% debuff, full, just on her limit burst. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. But she can also double cast in her 7-star, a whole bunch of her different breaks, which boost her up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure BlueStacks is just like that. And the other unit that, well, you guys already had is the best magic damage dealer in the game. I guess I should pick a physical tank too. I already know who I want. But this girl is just the best magic damage dealer. She can produce so much damn thunder damage that it's just insane. She can do status immunity. She can pentacast her abilities. I would also kind of split it with Trance Terra, though. But either way, you're going to end up with an incredibly... Trance Terra is best for magic damage, but I still like CG Sakura for debuffing the element that she does damage to. Also, the fact that she has an MP counter is pretty nice. And also, Trance Terra burns through MP so fast that it can be a problem. Either way, okay, split. I will say it's a split. Transterra and CG Sakura. Either one you get is amazing. Now, last but not least, the best physical tank in the game, currently on the Japanese side. Now, this is definitely open to some debate because Wilhelm is very, very popular, but I pick Gladio. And why? Well, as far as I know, Wilhelm and Gabranth and Bosch and Mercenary Ramza, all amazing tanks. Absolutely amazing tanks. High HP, high defense, great all around. Oh, Shootbot, you got auto-modded. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. None of them have stop resistance. Gladio has stop resistance. Gladio wins. Just having natural stop resistance is such a valuable thing because it's popping up in so many trials. So Gladio having an incredibly high HP and an amazing super TMR and just a ton of defense makes him just an amazing AoE physical tank. But stop resistance. Get Ayaka out of the fucking party and get this guy in. And Santa Rosalia instead. The party I am currently running on the Japanese side feels so good, so refined, where I have Ignis for buffing, Santa Rosalia for healing and debuffing, CG Lid for even more debuffing, CG Hayu just to blow shit up, CG Sakura for powerful magic damage, Gladio and Awakened Rain to basically take any physical or magical damage the game can throw at me. I feel pretty good about it. Nyx is the best suicide. Nyx is a great enabler for OTKs because he can just charge someone's limit burst completely. Well, I can show you guys what Nyx can do. How many completed UOC tickets did you guys get? I've gone through, I think, 3 or 4 by now. I think I'm up to 3 or 4. Where the fuck is Nyx? I said I was going to go to sleep. I'm starting to get so tired it actually hurts. I mean, we can just do this because I'm going to do it anyway, but... Oh, but Nyx can die and give everyone free limit burst crystals. Exactly. That's what I'm going to show right now. Come on, Nyx. You get put in the party for this one reason. This one shining moment. See this ability? Oh, Omgacum is right. I think we've gotten 37 tickets total, but if you have a mass amount of the new missions completed, then you get extra tickets, so... No, I haven't seen that yet, but I heard his car got stolen. Anyway, 210 MP. Want to see what that gets you? Basically a full limit burst and a dead Nyx. So, yeah, we're just... Nope, that was the wrong one. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite fill CG Hayu's limit burst. Pretty close. I mean, Nyx is really, really good at dying, you guys. I am not worried about Puff the Magic Dragon here. 4 points of damage. Oh my god. That was amazing, you guys. That was just the best thing. Oh, that just made my night. Not taking any risks. Goodbye, dragon. I heard you guys like damage, so I put damage on your damage with damage. I wonder how much damage that was. Because that was without elements or anything. Wow. We kind of overdid it, you guys. Have I told you guys about how you should kind of maybe wail for CG Hayu? 295 million points of damage. Yeah. That was pretty good, right? That was pretty good. We did some damage to that boss. I've said it once, I'll say it again. CG Hayu is fucking broken as, like, oh my god. Nyx is an enabler for sure. The fuck, you got Raid and King Mog at the same time? Nope. There's no King Mog right now. It's just... Oh, I know what you're talking about. You mean this. Yeah, we have a King Mog. But it's an old King Mog. Like... I haven't gotten these Lapis yet. Ooh. Yeah, I can do it. These are repeats of the old events that happened a long time ago. Like a really, like, this isn't fair. This isn't fair, you guys. Like, it's not even remotely close to fair. Like, this is coming back to your... This is coming back to the first enemy you ever fought in an RPG and being like, hey, guess what I can do now? He's already dead. I'm pretty sure he can, although we don't know who Ray is yet. Like, this is really unfair. I gotta kill him with magic. Pretty sure this should do just a ton. I mean, even my healer can kill him. So basically on the Japanese side right now, every month for an entire month, starting on the 15th, going to the 15th of the next month, they're repeating a lot of old events. So, yes, finally guys, Vindication. I got that 10 Lapis I missed probably approximately a year and a half ago. I also missed some Lapis there too. But basically they're rerunning old events so you can, for old players who never got a chance to play them, they now get a chance to play them. For us who did those events a long time ago, it's fairly useless, but if you miss something back then, well, you can go get it now. So if you already bought the 10 tickets back then, you can't buy the 10 tickets again. But any exclusive materia or really, really, really bad items, you can buy it again. I need to get this trust mogul. Check out that. 70k for a 15% magic. Seems like a good deal. Whew. I'm definitely. Well, okay, so that's the thing right now. That for anyone who's playing the Japanese side, it's actually a really, really decent idea to do that event as much as possible. And for anyone who has been playing for a long time, it's still a really decent event to do that. Because, no, that's the wrong spot. So, for instance, take our current raid currency. Well, here's the good news, Irakai. So, take a look at this. Recent currency is only worth a value of 10 coins, which 10 gil is nothing. You might as well just keep the currency. But old stuff is actually worth more. So for instance, the currency I can get right now is worth 50, meaning that if you go back in with more bonus units, you can end up getting a truckload of money really, really, really quickly. As a matter of fact, your blue Phantoma is worth 50 apiece too, which is considerably more than new currency. Like, even the Final Fantasy VIII is only worth 10. It's really not worth that much. So, if you're on global side and you need gil, or if you're on the Japanese side and you need gil, this is a really, really quick way to get gil. Like, this is really unbelievably quick. The best way to get gil is by selling old currency. I don't know, Shoepod. I'll have to do some research on that one. I'm pretty sure CG Haiwu will come kill me in my sleep if I do it. But it is valuable for people, like, right now. You can use that currency to just get gil. Gil will be valuable once the 7-star comes along. You think enhancements are bad? 7-star costs is so much worse for gil. You'll burn through gil very, very quickly once they get here. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. Currency is super valuable. I don't think most people understand that. I will take that. Slowly got to build my way back up. Probably just going to buy some lapis at some point. How far away am I? Level all my unused units and sell them. I don't know. I hang on to them. You never know when someone's TMR is going to become valuable all of a sudden. I've almost completed a full round. You should just buy some more lapis and get finished here. Get that EX ticket. I mean, I've had a total, well, okay, yeah, VV, very unlikely. Although VV's 6-star is pretty cute. It gets Doomsday. It can kill your party. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. No, I think that's pretty much it for the stream. I've been streaming for about 4.5 hours, and it's about 1:23 in the morning, so I need to go get some sleep. As all of you guys need to go off and do things, too. But we had some success tonight. We had some good success. We have a brand new, super overpowered fucking unit. Randi turned out to be amazing. Poor Vivi. Poor Vivi. Although you're probably selling Vivi's kids at that point. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your questions and hanging out with me and having some fun. Yeah, exactly. Doomsday and no status ailments. Smart. So I want to thank you guys all for watching and tuning in. Yeah, sleep is for the weak. I am definitely weak. But I want to thank you guys. Repeating myself. Thank you guys all for watching. Of course, there's my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel. Follow on here. Next week, I will be doing a restream. Ooh. Thank you, Jin1. Why does that show up and not the subscribers? I'm gonna kick Streamlabs in the junk. Next week, I will be doing a live stream restream of the Japanese next month, whatever it's called, basically. Like right here, I basically have it set up. Oh, look, you can see that. Isn't that lovely? Oh, there you go. I have it set up. Feels like it's delayed. I have it set up so that we can do a full live stream just like Evil used to do. God, I'm talking him in the past tense. Anyway, I have it set up so that we will be able to do it kind of like Evil Laughter 01 would always do it. So, no, that's just Twitch dashboard. Streamlab is open. Anyway, I have it set up so that we can... Thank you, Graph Light Breaker, for the follow. I keep getting distracted. So I will be doing the restream, and we will be doing live reactions to everything that is coming for the month of March. That will be on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Tomorrow I will start streaming at a slightly different time. Yes, I know Evil is still alive, but let's pretend like he's dead, because, you know, it's more dramatic. Tomorrow I will be streaming, but I will not be streaming Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy IX. Tomorrow I am going to be streaming about this time, well, earlier, about 10 p.m. Japanese Standard Time. Kingdom Hearts, either 1 or 2, depending on how I'm feeling. So I'm looking forward to playing that on stream. Following distraction. So if you guys enjoy the stream, please follow me on here, follow me on my YouTube. So I always enjoy having people to talk to and help and just build a fun little nice community. And I feel like we need that, especially with like losing Evil Laughter 01, who did have a really nice community and did some good stuff for the community. So I feel like we need that now a lot with some of the negative stuff that's going on. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next time, and we'll end with our trademark outro. Yeah, I wish Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out, but not yet. Our trademark outro. Thank you very much for watching, and may all your pulls be rainbows. It can happen. It can happen. Anyway, talk to you later.